Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Khamma Gani. This is your STBN host Mehak, and I welcome you all to the STBN podcast studio. Today, we have a very well renowned industrial expert, Mr. Surendra Mohta, sir. A very warm welcome, sir. I would like to welcome you with a beautiful
Thank you so
bouquet.
much.
Please, sir.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome, sir. Shall we proceed, sir?
Yeah.
तो सर जैसा कि हम सब जानते हैं कि आप बीकानेर में पले बड़े हैं। आपने बचपन से बीकानेर को देखा है और आपकी जो जर्नी है वो भी बीकानेर से स्टार्ट हुई। तो सर हम जानना चाहेंगे आपकी इस इनक्रेडिबल जर्नी के बारे में।
सो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल मैं बाफना स्कूल को और मेरे परम मित्र डॉक्टर वोरा को वांट टू थैंक फॉर दिस अपॉर्चुनिटी एंड it's really exciting to have this discussion. So education wise, I would like to tell that majority of my education has happened in Bikaner, including my company secretaryship. Even bachelor degree in law also I did in Bikaner. Masters did I in Rajasthan, Jaipur. uh, Good thing about this whole education is that the education which we see now and the one which we saw, really it was really a lot of time there were lack of resources, lack of content, etc. uh, but 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 the real education which the teachers, that time of schooling system really helped to take that courage. Since when I passed out graduation, passed out my 12th, mostly I was a pretty much clarity that I am going to make my career around corporate world, predominantly. And that's how I selected law as a mainstream. uh, it has been really tough in the sense that uh, when I was doing company secretaryship, and uh, after foundation I moved to Delhi. But before that, even to get a book, we used to either have to make the maybe money order to get the book, and book used to come in once week's time or 10 days. So that's the time. And after moving to Delhi for company secretaryship and other education, I really felt many times that, okay, in terms of communication, in terms of other things. But good thing is that goal was pretty much clear, that we have to do something, right? That courage and a group of friends really helped to, we used to give motivation to each other in a big way, right? And That's how this education part started, in terms of building the professional career. One thing was very very clear, that uh, and that's what, in fact, I made more as the prominent factor for me to, because every time we have to do little more extra hard work, right, for that. Because let's say something is lacking, we move to Delhi, we I just moved from Hindi medium to English medium, so which means I have to put lot more efforts. And but it was quite exciting journey, because every time I used to see that, okay, this is achieved, now this is next. So small small goals keep happening. So it has been really exciting.
My next question is that in your life, your ambitions must have kept pushing you towards your goals and आपको success मिलती रही. So what's your take on this, sir?
Definitely, I spoke on the goal, and goal is something which always help you to make a path, basically. Because if you don't have the goal, then you are not able to really make any preparation. Like, it is just like that, if you have to make some dish, you must be knowing that, okay, these are the ingredients to make the dish, and and then process comes into, right? So and goal, I just want to add one more thing, that uh, sometimes you make a very bigger goals, right? And those bigger goals becomes, you can say that, give you a lot of stress to you, like, okay, I'm not able to achieve to certain extent, etc. So maybe you can subdivide your main goal into multiple goals, and keep achieving each stage of the goal. And then you should have the equal pride and enjoyment of that achievement also. And that's where even family, friends can play quite significant role. because that achievement of small goals keep you, you know, excited about the next journey, and again the confidence that okay, you are able to achieve. Here I want to add that many times we prepare a goal that okay, I have to do, but somehow the homework is important, right? If you have defined a goal, then it is important that you sit and say that okay, what are the resources you need to achieve that goal. And those resources will sometimes you'll have a quite lengthy list, right? Okay, some goals, some of the resources you will be able to do, some you have to take help, some, I mean, you have to look various sectors of the society to that okay, how they can enable to achieve your goal. So I think that's something, the goal readiness is something which I always keep focus on it.
Okay, so fantastic. Now, sir, I would like to ask you that आपने बड़े बड़े corporate houses के IPOs को देखा है, and you must have worked in various startups too. In fact, आपने हमारे बीकानेर के world famous बीका जी का IPO भी देखा होगा. So, sir, I would like to know your experience about this.
Yeah, before that I just want to just add one more thing, that
Yeah.
being in profession, I started my journey as a company secretaryship, right? But I always felt that okay, uh, one has to be open to get the opportunity. So when I was company secretary, I got some opportunities to work on the other legal sites also, right? Which sometimes I was hesitant that okay, I will be able to do or not do. But always I felt that I was every time I was open to accept the challenge, right? And that's where it required a lot of hard work, because see, moving from one stream to another stream, you have to get ready because people are demanding, right? They will ask the result after some time. Maybe you can just take pause, right? So one thing is very clear, that you should be open to grasp, right? You should observe, and you, once the opportunity comes, then you should try to get that okay, I am geared up to, because I have put some thought process and done some of my preparation, and I'm really forget about the achievement, whether the level is 50%, 60%. But once you do once or two time, definitely you are able to, because you are very very clear that, and one thing is that you are quite open. As far as the corporate transactions and other things which you just spoke, that okay, as a corporate lawyer, uh, one thing is that okay, a lot of people just feel that law is just about reading and preparing some documents, etc. As a lawyer, and especially when you have to play the leadership role in a legal, right? So it is important that you understand the business correctly, otherwise you will not be able to do the justice with your stakeholders, because the key role of as a lawyer, or you can say the governance professional, is to make sure that they are able to understand the risk properly. And risk is something, it is like say, flood happens, what kind of natural calamity can lead to a particular place or city, right? So likewise, any exposure to the risk or the governance, lack of governance, can make can be disastrous to any organization. So as a legal professional, we have this responsibility to make sure that we are able to foresee the risk, we are able to mitigate the risk. Might come after 2 years, 3 years, what we sign today can come up as a risk after 2 years also. So, and I always feel that if you conclude something, you should feel that okay, somebody else will look at that document, or some what you have delivered. So you have your reputation also on the stake if you do that. Regarding a lot of corporate work, whether it is merger and acquisitions, IPO, intellectual property rights, I have been fortunate that uh, you know uh, starting career from a very limited scope of some CS roles, etc., to moving into the large investment transactions for various industries. IPO has been extremely one of very remarkable achievement, and remarkable satisfaction in the professional journey also, because IPO is where you take organization from you know from a limited owners to the large chunk of owners, right? And that's where you really feel pride that okay, because IPO is always a you can say it's always a wish or maybe dream of any entrepreneur, right? So it has been really I had been fortunate to do IPO across the globe, many countries, and of course, being part of the successful IPO here in Bikaner has also been you know a very pride moment for me.
I agree, sir. So my next question is, as everyone say that आप इतनी बड़ी शख्सियत हैं, आप बहुत ही एक humble person है, बहुत generous, बहुत down to earth person है. So sir, how will we acquire your this qualities, your this attributes?
I mean, see, what I feel that okay, you should always keep in mind that from where you have grown to what stage, right? So looking back is something which looking back, especially in terms of your value system, and in terms of what your family has given to you, your society has given it to you, and I think you know I always feel that there are always a superior knowledge, superior person, superior successful person than you. Then what kind of why to leave the humble? I mean, it's success is a gradual process, right? No one really can say that I am no one can be more successful than me. So success is just a outcome of what you do and what people perceive more, right? So what I feel that okay, you should keep marching towards the goal, which goal can be anything. There might be few goals, some personal goal also, which you really want to achieve being in human life, right? So what I feel that you know uh, let others really if they want to really uh, you know take or let's say they just want to make you as a role model, that's fine. But your target should be continuously marching towards that journey, which you keep evaluating every point of time.
I agree, sir. That's very inspiring. So, my next question is that, as we all know, Bikaner is a small town and it is just climbing on the stairs of development. And you must have seen that. Uh, I would like to know your opinion about क्या एक छोटे शहर के entrepreneurship के बच्चे को अपने बिजनेस को यूनिकॉर्न क्लब में बनने का सपना देखना चाहिए.
सो सपने डेफिनेटली देखना चाहिए, और आई मीन सपने देखने के साथ में आई वांट टू ऐड कपल ऑफ थिंग्स लाइक बिकॉज यू जस्ट मेंशन दैट यूनिकॉर्न, राइट? So my thought process is always to you know do the preparation of what you want to achieve, right? Of course you can put one goal, whether you want to really make it public or not public, but to make it unicorn or make it really successful business, you have to see that what you really need to take this journey to that level, right? And you know frankly, putting very large goal at at the beginning might be quite stressful, or you might lose track of the things, right? So it is better that okay, you every time what you do, I mean, try to divide that into multiple activities. Try to make sure that you are able to take confidence of the people whom you want to work, give them the full liberty, and you should be open to see that how the outside world is doing. So for example, if you want to do something but you feel that okay, this is a better way which I have experienced meeting people, so you should be flexible enough to adjust to that, and rest is outcome, I think.
So now, as you are from a legal background and I'm also a law student of 12th Commerce, so what advice would you like to give us and my colleagues?
So I mean, law is quite I would say that charming profession, right?
Yes.
And it gives you to do multiple services to various sections of the society. Of course, as a lawyer, your passion about the profession, your passion to give service to your clients and society as a large, right? Because as a lawyer, you are connected to the wider sections of the society, judiciary, overall legal reform systems also. So and I see lawyers career in a big way, because a lot of legal reforms are going to take good shape in the coming years, whether it is dispute resolution, alternative dispute resolution, and so on. So as a lawyer, you have tremendous career opportunities. Couple of things I want to highlight that first of all, you have to make sure that because law is logic, law is what is written, how you interpret it. So there are a lot of combinations to it. So you should be open enough to understand that you should do more and more interaction. You should be able to get more access to various resources which gives you broader horizon of a particular thing, right? So for example, if you just want to, let's say, one article in a constitution, there are tens of books written on even on one article also,
Yes.
right? So you must perceive things in little more open this way, so that you are able to when you really go into the real practice or the real execution, you can get the advantage of that.
Thank you, sir. So at last, now you are pride of our Bikani, sir. Just a general message, please, sir.
So in fact, I a couple of things would like to summarize. One is goal, and second, preparation to the goal, and taking pride, and celebrating success of each step you have completed. That's one thing. And then what I feel that once we get into profession and any sphere of work, right, and especially when we feel that okay, I have done into this profession for 10 years, 15 or 20 years, right? But still, unless we are ready, because every transaction or every business meeting or every discussion is unique in nature, right? So unless you are prepared, so you should not feel that okay, I have got this much experience, I will suddenly go in a meeting and I will ride on everyone's thoughts, etc., right? So your homework is very very important. And I feel that even after working over 2 decades in various sectors, various streams of law, uh, as and when I am not fully prepared for anything, and I just go with some sort of maybe overconfidence that okay, I will go and I will be able to, because I have done similar tens of transaction, right? But but I have felt that whenever I take this approach, I am not able to do the full justice of my expectations about it, that work. So preparation is something very very significant. And The last two more things I want to add, since we are in a world where there are a lot of distractions are there, right? So one has to make sure that he's able to keep calm and compose, whether there are lot many ways to be really mentally very very strong, right? Because and not getting emotions take space in your brain to that level, which can be dangerous. So that is very important, that okay, you should be very very careful to these scenarios. And resource, when I say that we are a world where there are a lot of distractions and the content is huge, and the resources are too much. So uh, optimal utilization of the resources is something which I feel that make you a little more composed to your overall goal. So with these three four things is what I keep observing. And anyway, I always saying that it's always a journey, right? It doesn't mean that okay, if I have spent so many years with this philosophy, I am perfect. Every day is a new day, every meeting is a new meeting, every opportunity is a new opportunity. So and you should be open to learn that.
Thank you, sir. It was an honor for me
Yeah.
being your interviewer, sir.
Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.